Hey everybody, it's Miss Williams, and this is Chapter 5, Section 1. The whole chapter is on probability, so this is pretty much an overview of probability stuff you've probably heard before. Probability is an outcome of a chance process that is a number between 0 and 1, and you can include 0 and 1. Those numbers can be an outcome for your chance process that describes the proportion of times the outcomes would occur in a very long series of repetitions. That's the important part. Very long series of repetitions. Okay. Probability of 0 is an impossible event, and a probability of 1 is called a certain event. It's important that you know that chance behavior is unpredictable in the short run, but has a regular and predictable pattern in the long run. The law of large numbers says that if we observe more and more repetitions of any chance process, the proportion of times a specific outcome occurs approaches a single value. In other words, if you flipped a coin 10 times, you might get ahead 8 out of those 10 times. However, if you flipped a coin many times, hundreds or hundreds of thousands of times, what's going to happen is that your proportion of times that you flip heads is going to get closer and closer to 50%. The more times you flip it, that's the law of large numbers. Make sure you know what a simulation is. It's an imitation of a chance behavior based on a model that accurately reflects the situation. So in class we're going to do some simulations with some coins and with some die. A four-step process is something that we will do from now until May. So you might as well get used to the four-step process. The four-step process is state, plan, do, conclude. In the state section, you will state what you want to find or what to find out. what you want to find or what you want to find out. In the plan part, you actually describe how you're going to find your answer. Sometimes that will be a test that we will use. Sometimes it will be how you're going to simulate the situation if you're talking about probability. Then you actually do the thing. You perform the mathematical computations or you perform the simulation, and then you make sure you record your results. Make sure whenever you do a graph, you always label your graph. And finally, conclude is when you use the results to answer the questions in the state step. So you always want to conclude and make sure you answer what you stated in the beginning. Okay, and that's it. Short section. We'll do some questions in class, or if you've already had me in class, this is just so you can take some notes.